I'm Roddy Decker, and you're in the woods listening to the Morning Ride.
I do lessons.
Shh! Quiet on the set. Just kidding. Hey y'all, this is Billy Joe Jones, and you're listening to the Morning Ride on Texas Homegrown Radio.
It's the morning ride. It's the morning ride.
Texas Homegrown Radio, live from the Rockstar Ranch and Texas Homegrown Studios.
60% of the time, it works every time.
I swear those kids, man, they remind me of me. When I was a kid, man.
Welcome back in. It is the Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio. I don't know what happened while I was gone, but my cameras were all moved. My things were all I think you did that on purpose.
Just you shouldn't have switched my toothpaste out for Preparation H.
So I've got a lot of adjusting to do. My computer was reset.
Just trying to keep you on your toes. Just move everything slightly.
Missed too many days. I was got the sickness, whatever it was.
I don't know what it was.
And I feel better. I still got broke ribs, but my voice is back. So that was the main thing. Couldn't do the morning show when you don't have a voice. You know,
that's true.
I was at a whisper. Jeb called me, and I'm like, "Hey man, how you doing?" That's about how I was talking right there.
Yeah.
So I'm glad
you're better.
You don't realize how much you want to talk to people until you don't have a voice. Like, oh man. But I'm back, mostly.
Glad to have you back, brother.
I look like a little short guy. Like, I had the cameras all set where we look the same, but you look like Shaquille O'Neal and I look like Kyle Park on this over here. This camera thing. I'm gonna have to.
Funny because you're like a little taller than me, anyway.
I'll have to adjust this. Look, I don't know if you can see. Lean over and look at this thing.
Oh, man,
I look like a little. The plane, boss. The plane.
I don't know, man.
I bet it was that Jacob Chapman. He was in here messing with my cameras. Wasn't here. But it's good to be back. The Morning Ride brought to you by some great sponsors, too. Brought to you by, of course, Triple Crown Ford and Lincoln.
They're going to treat you right. Get on in there and get you a new ride, folks.
That's right. That's where I got my ride.
Mm-hmm.
I know lots of people get their rides there.
They got what you need.
And they got a cool jingle.
Go and get your keys. They got the best deal around, so get on down to Triple Crown.
I might have heard that one on Texas Homegrown Radio a time or two.
Might have.
Also brought to you by Dana Deatherich Double D Barbecue and Catering in Bluffdale, Texas.
That's right. Barbecue's so good you don't need no teeth to chew.
And brought to you by Cannonball Insurance Solutions.
Cannonball! Nailed it.
Been working on that in my break. I couldn't talk, but I could do the water sound. Working on it. And brought to you by Brazos River AC. If you need an AC,
call WAC.
Find out more at brazosriverac.com. If your heater makes that noise, call WAC. And brought to you by Wiley Disposal.
Is your trash in a piley?
Call Wiley.
Don't lose your smiley.
Forgot what camera was on. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2.
One of them's going to go.
And brought to you by our friends Beverly Gosden Jenkins and the A-Team.
Because if you want the cream of the crop,
you got to rise to the top.
Call the A-Team. Know what I mean, man?
Hey, there's Justin Jones. He goes, love that intro. Yeah, I bet you do.
Everybody does. Yeah, you're the king of making those intros.
Oh,
man.
Justin, he's the right-hand man for Billy Joe. He does everything.
Very good.
Jack of all trades.
Yep.
It's funny, though, 'cause she's like, I feel like y'all like him more than me. Y'all are like hanging out. I was like, yeah, that sounds like what Cynthia Roush said when her husband comes.
Hey, man. Cool dudes.
Yeah. But it's funny because the artists are like, normally everybody's all about like me, and then you're like hanging out with my husband. Well, yeah, because they're fun.
Well,
We're
cool
That's
dude.
what dudes do.
Just saying, man.
I saw
Hey,
him.
you want to throw hatchets? Yep.
I saw a meme that made me think of you. Said something about being a dude is just talking crap to your friends to their face, but talking good about them behind their back.
Total opposite. Yeah. That's awesome. So true.
Man, I really do look like a little midget. Weird.
Because you got that comfy chair. Put me on a stool. Hold on. See if I can. Nope. It's down as far as it goes.
No, it's because the way I have the camera got bitten back for some reason, but oh well.
Like I said, you shouldn't have messed with my toothpaste. Walking around like a week going like this. Hey, what's up, guys?
It's all right. I don't mind. It's good. Alan Jackson said it's all right to be a little bitty.
Little hometown, big old city.
Morning, Holly. She said it's good to be back in the office. Glad you're back too. Yeah.
Tap to
She was out. She was out, and in fact, me and you had stopped at the Dollar General, and Holly was in there, but you had already checked out, so I don't think you'd seen her. But and she was all excited that we were gonna. That she was going to be back in the office and we'd be on the air, but then that's when I got sick. Was that night? So she went back to the office but couldn't watch us because I was sick. And
Damn it.
yeah,
But you're better now.
better now mostly,
Except for that damn kangaroo.
except for the 4 broken ribs, maybe more, at least 4. I know I got 2 on the left because I can feel them. They pop like they break apart and you can feel them like rub, and they pop inside you.
Bad.
They pop inside and that hurts.
That is not fun.
It's like, so if you see me flinching, it's because they're popping.
So we're gonna make a fun to get Jody a new metal rib cage.
Might as well. I got
Titanium.
I got 3 machines in me. That before long I'm gonna be Robo DJ.
It's $1 million.
Be like
man.
RoboCop but a DJ.
God bless you, brother.
My luck though, I wouldn't be able to afford the new version, so it'd be like have a tape deck that comes out, and 8-track player.
Yes.
It'd be like a walking jukebox.
You already over that, Jody.
Pretty much, but it would be nice to be able to compute things, like
Computing.
have Google
Computing.
installed. I'd be like the first AI DJ.
Man, that AI stuff freaks me out, man.
It's creepy. Like they can make people say anything, and it looks real.
It does look
like
real.
how are you going to know what's real on social media anymore?
I don't know. But I watched this thing about it was Biden and Trump talking crap to each other, and it was the AI making it happen, and it was some of the most hilarious crap, dude. Like,
Yeah, but I knew that wasn't real because Biden wouldn't have comebacks.
exactly. But it was fun to watch because it was like it's like
because he'd be
the jokes
saying
were
stuff
awesome.
like, "I put the bread in the keyhole, and no one was home."
yeah, guys. Hey,
He says the stuff he says in real life. The stuff he says in real life is stuff that even AI would be like,
yeah,
that can't be
How
right.
did that come
That
up?
can't be real.
What? So hey, look. It's we gotta have. You got sandwich got 2 breads. Gotta have 2 breads in the sandwich. Okay, all right. Come on. I mean, I'm the governor for God's sakes.
I like how he always makes it like he whatever the bad thing that happened somewhere, he had it worse.
Yeah.
When all the people died in Hawaii and got burned. And he was like,
I know
understand. I understand. What time I burned myself making a sandwich.
It's not fun.
So I feel your pain.
Yeah.
No, you don't. What? That's not the same thing.
Yeah, somebody's
don't know.
whole family got killed.
I try to stay out of the politics stuff, but man,
And that guy's a walking joke.
it's like bad.
That's Skull Brandon.
It's like if you had a flip phone and trying to get on stuff, it wouldn't work all the way right. It'd be like
I was watching
out of date.
I was watching Saturday Night Live, and Adam Sandler got him pretty good. He's been doing the opera singer for like 30 years now.
Yeah.
So hilarious. You got to go back and watch that one. I can't even explain
Adam
it.
Sandler's good. I think guys like Adam Sandler more than females though. Like,
Oh yeah,
I think,
females don't get the humor.
I don't think they get it as much. Like
Right.
they're like, that's just dumb. And
Bachelor
we're like,
humor.
exactly.
It's bachelor
That's
humor.
why we love it because
Yeah.
it's dumb. Like him and Will Ferrell.
Yes.
Oh, gosh, ain't nothing I don't like of those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, except the only thing I have a problem with is the same thing as other people that come off of SNL that become actors. I don't like when they try to do serious stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. Just stick with what you're good at.
Man, I tell you what.
I'll tell you, the only person that pulled that
Anchorman
off
still gets me.
The only person that really pulled that off was Robin Williams. He could be funny and like serious.
Oh, yeah, he
He could pull it
do
off.
any Role.
Yeah.
Great actor.
Yeah.
Miserable
person. Like that's the sad part.
So sad all the time, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
I posted this deal one time about where Robin Williams talked about the happiest people are really the saddest people because they know what it feels like to feel crappy and they try to make other people happy.
Yeah.
I posted that and then all these people thought I was like suicidal and they're like, are you talking about you? Because you're always like cracking jokes. And like I'm like, no, I'm actually happy. Like
I am happy.
but I don't. My humor is not for you. It's really to entertain me.
At some point, I opened a dam, and they've been.
I
Flowing
mean, if
out
you want to
ever
laugh
since.
along, great. But it's really. But I could see where that could be misconstrued.
But here's the thing, like I realize why you don't, keep your jokes in, because then people would think you were insane because you'd just be walking around chuckling all the time to yourself.
That's what DJs do.
And people would be like, "What? What are you gonna kill me?" Like if you didn't say the joke, they would wonder why you're just.
I
randomly
laugh
laughing.
all the time, just randomly. Yeah, you
But
never
people
know.
used to it,
Because the voices in my head crack me up. That's what DJs are. Like,
Shut up, Tom.
especially when you do shows by yourself, you realize that you're just sitting there telling yourself jokes.
right?
But the worst part is, I would get cracked up before the punchline came because I already knew what was coming.
Right. Oh man, good stuff.
Oh gosh, Nathan. He says, "You guys know what generation Forrest Gump is from?"
What's that?
No, I don't know. I'm waiting for the reply. Robert says, "Good morning, guys. See y'all Friday." Oh, you coming out
Come
Friday?
on.
Yeah, we're going to be playing at one of our favorite places over there in Mingus at the Deer Lease.
Very good.
Full band show, Five and Dimers.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be good. I love going to the Deer Lease. They're good people.
Yeah, we cutting some footage for our music video
Yeah.
coming up too.
Yeah, you can be in our music video.
If you guys want to do that, be there.
Yep, we already got some footage shot, but we got to get the final stuff we need and
And we need
It'd be
somebody.
exciting.
We need somebody to show up in something outlandish.
outlandish,
Yeah.
like
Show up in full Scottish garb.
or like a suit that is covered in nickels and dimes.
Something outlandish. Something
Think
that'll
about that.
stand out in the music video.
That's what we need. Remember those nudie suits that had all the sparkly stuff all
Yeah,
over it? They used to
instead
wear?
nickels and dimes.
Nickels and dimes.
Yes,
Like
I
I
like
get
that.
mine be all nickels and yours could be all dimes.
And the cool thing is, if you get them close enough, it's almost like a bulletproof vest for your whole body.
It'd be heavy though.
It really would. That'd be a heavy suit. to
But
wear.
you might could play it if they're stuck on there good enough. You could play it like a washboard. Yeah, like
yeah,
like Coup de Grace used to do.
yeah. He's
Little
my cousin.
Zydeco. Nathan said the generation Forrest Gump comes from is Gen A.
Janai.
Good one.
That's pretty
That's
good.
a good one.
Right on.
That's pretty good.
That's a good first in the morning joke. Janai. Oh, man.
That's good stuff.
From then on, we was like two peas in a pod. Or the AIDS took over. Oh, man, that's a sad movie. I love that movie, man. It's sad. So sad.
I saw one yesterday that said, my wife's been putting glue on my guns.
What?
He said she denied it, he said, no, she's been putting glue on all my rifles or something like that. And the guy goes, "Oh, she's been doing that? She's been putting glue on your rifles?" He goes, "She denied it, but I'm sticking to my guns."
Right there. That's a good one. I'm sticking to my
I botched
guns.
it a little bit, but I thought that was a good one.
Heck yeah. Reminds me of that old song. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. So
My story.
Colin Ray cut that song, right? But Leroy Parnell wrote it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In fact, Leroy, that was one of the first songs he wrote. But he didn't put it out.
Your dad?
Colin Ray cut it, but it was a Leroy Parnell song.
Nice. Very good. I always liked that song, man. It always cracked me up. I felt like that would be a good one for Vince. Crap.
Vince Gill?
Yeah, Vince Gill to do. I always thought that would be a great Vince Gill song.
I've wanted to go. Several people have told me if you go to Nashville to go watch Time Hoppers.
Time Hopper?
It's Vince Gill and a bunch of old guys,
Cool.
like a bunch of really good pickers.
Yeah.
But they're called the Time Hoppers,
Very good.
and they're amazing, evidently.
I want to go check that out.
Yeah, Time
Except for-
Hoppers. Except for Nashville.
I can't make myself go to Nashville at all. Like I almost drove through there one time going up to Kentucky, and I ended up didn't even realize it took a whole 30-mile route around, and I was expecting to accidentally drive through it, never did.
Hey, Dylan Steen's on this morning. Good
Top
morning,
of the morning
Dylan
to you.
Steen.
All
He
right.
said, Jody has his voice back. Yeah,
That's right.
It's good to have it back. It was still a little rough yesterday.
You're whispering,
today's thing,
man. You missed.
I was
the
like
timbre.
whispering Bill Anderson.
Nice.
Did you
They
see
call
that,
whispering Jody?
That story I sent you about Willie Nelson?
No. I tried to view it. It just ended up being a thing for a group, and I couldn't read it.
It was the coolest story. Let me see if I can find it. It was a story about. Let me see. There it is. I'd never heard this story before. I wanted to see if y'all had heard of this, but it's kind of a long. I'll just do the highlights of it. But it says in 1957, a red-headed stranger wandered into the Esquire Ballroom on Houston's Hempstead Highway. He was a singer-songwriter musician. He was broke and hungry, and he was there to sell his songs for food for his family. Larry Butler and his band, the Sunset Playboys, the house band, at the legendary Texas Honky Tonk were on stage rehearsing. The stranger asked a waitress if he could talk to Mr. Butler, a popular recording artist, band leader, and DJ. Get that?
Everybody hear that?
And DJ in the Houston area. The reason he was there, he told the waitress he wanted to sell some songs to Larry Butler. So the waitress told Larry that there was a Mr. Willie Nelson who wanted to see him, and Larry said, well, tell him to come in and sit down on the table over there. If he wants a Coke or a beer or whatever, let him have it. He said, I'll be through in just a minute, with the band. It's Willie asked for a Coke and 2 packs of cigarettes. Larry stepped down from the bandstand and went over to Willie, and he said, Mr. Butler, I've got some songs I'd like to sell you. Larry, who had several #1 songs on Houston radio, including Exactly Like You and Find Your Place in Life, never heard of them,
Never.
listened to the young songwriter sing Nightlife, Crazy, Family Bible, and a few more songs. And Larry told him, he said, Mr. Nelson, I won't buy them. And Willie said, why? He said, they're too good.
Wow.
Yeah, he said, Willie said that I was crazy. He said, one of these days you're going to be a big star, Willie, and you'll need your songs. He said, well, I can write more songs, but right now I've got my wife and kids out in the car, and we're starving to death. He said, I'll sell them to you $10 a song. He said, $10 a song would look real big to me right now.
Wow.
He said, it probably would have made me rich, Larry laughs. $10 would have bought them. But he said, I told Willie, he said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll help you out. I'll put you in my band, and you go to work for me. And that way, if you need any money or anything, I'll help you out.
Man, that sounds like a really good fella right there.
So,
what was this guy's name again? Larry
Butler.
Larry Butler.
Yeah, so he told the club owner, he said, I need to hire another guy. He's down on his luck, and he's a songwriter. And one of these days, he's going to be a big star. And the owner of the club said, I'm not really interested in hiring a new band member. And he said, well, I'll hire him anyway, and I'll pay him myself.
Wow.
So he gave Willie some money to get started. He said, be here tomorrow night or tonight, whenever you can, and I'll start you working in my band. Larry had his wife, Pat, buy Willie some groceries and rent him a house.
Man.
Larry also split his $25 nightly pay with Willie. $25, which back then was more than it is now, but still, not that much.
Not very much.
He said, I helped him get going, and we've been friends and worked together ever since. Never had a crossword. He's just one of the greatest guys you'll ever meet. But so Willie, played in this band. He said, I kept Willie in my band until he got on his feet, and then he went off to Nashville to try to sell his songs. So a year later, Larry and Pat were in Nashville attending a DJ convention, and they stumbled upon Willie at the Andrew Jackson Hotel. He was asleep on one of the steps.
What?
At the Andrew Jackson Hotel. Pat said, Larry, look, that looks like Willie over there. And he said, I think it is. They went over. Said she had high heels on. When she bent over to see if it was Willie, she fell right on top of him. She said, Willie, what are you doing here? And he said, I'm pushing my songs. So they took him up to their room, put him in the bed for that night. Larry put the top mattress on the floor for Willie to sleep on, and he and Pat slept on the springs. The next day, he said, we got all our money together. We didn't have much money left with us. We gave it all to Willie and let him go off to push his songs, and he did. The rest is history.
Man.
Can you imagine buying that song? Crazy.
It sounds like there wouldn't be a Willie Nelson without Larry Butler.
Yeah.
He might have died on the
I thought
streets,
that's why I had to talk about that story, because I thought, man, how have I never heard this story? Willie was going to sell a song for $10 just to feed his family.
Shoot, man.
But Crazy? I mean, that was like
Crazy.
Patsy Cline's biggest song ever.
Crazy for fear. Yeah, man.
And Nightlife was a huge hit, too.
Yeah.
Family Bible was good. I mean, all of Willie's songs are good.
Those are amazing songs.
But it makes you think about those people back in the day, like the people that, just like if Waylon wouldn't have actually listened to Billy Joe sing his songs to him, or if Larry wouldn't have helped Willie get to that point to sell them songs, like
Where would
crazy.
we be?
What kind of music would we be listening to?
Nobody knows. But we definitely wouldn't have the stuff that we love.
I hear that. I just thought that was such a cool story, man. It really hit me when I read it, and I was like, but that shows you how important it is. Like, all it takes is one person.
Yeah.
One
person to believe in you.
One person to say, hey, I think you got this. I believe in you. I'm gonna help you out.
I agree. Yeah, that's the truth, man. Because sometimes it is just that one person that freaking believes in you that gets you.
Yeah.
That helps you get to the next point.
So I was thinking maybe I should bring back Camo. Couch Musician Organization.
So that's still my favorite part of that. Couch Musician Organization.
For just $25 a week. You too.
Oh, man. I got to look that video up again. That was awesome. That
For
was
just some leftovers on a couch. You can help a musician make it. Also, they may never leave.
And the other one the show me was hilarious. Do y'all know they're harmonizing?
Oh yeah, where the pest control guy comes.
Yeah.
That's still my favorite video. Anyway, sorry I got into that story. I had to read the whole thing, but
There's nothing wrong with it.
isn't that cool?
That's a great story.
Larry Butler.
Larry Butler.
I researched further, and it said that they stayed friends, forever. And in fact, he helped Willie do some DJ work, so Willie was a DJ as well.
Exactly.
Even though I was told you can't be a musician and a DJ.
Waylon was a DJ.
A lot of people.
It's true.
There was a lot of artists that were DJs.
Wasn't Johnny Paycheck, wasn't he a DJ too?
I don't know. Don't tell him with Johnny.
Yeah, he was. Johnny Paycheck was a great session musician.
Whispering Bill Anderson was a DJ.
But I know that Johnny Paycheck played on a lot of people's stuff, and he was regarded as one of the better session bass players in Nashville.
Yeah,
in his
crazy.
time. Like, he played lots of people.
Before he started shooting people.
Yeah. It happens. When you start shooting people, I don't want you to play bass for him no more, I guess.
Yeah. You got to watch some bass players.
Hey, what happened, man? Bass player shot me. Guilty.
Last time we leave him at the convenience store.
Oops. He wants a dang triple-double.
Oh, gosh. All right, well, I think we're going to take a break. I'm going to adjust these cameras because it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, it looks like you're in a hole.
I'm like way down here low. Follow the Olympic Road.
Let me see if I can just get down to the same spot that you're at.
I got to adjust them. It's driving me crazy. Y'all stick around. Tell everybody we're back. Spread the word, and we'll be back in a little bit with more right here on the Morning Ride on Texas Homegrown Radio and live from the Rockstar Ranch.
We're at the same spot now, bro.
No, it's not the same.
Not the same. Okay. Crap.